you've gotten to experience quite a few venture capital due diligence processes. You were describing a little bit about how Eagle felt different.
Mhm.
Do you mind sharing that story a little bit?
When we set out on our last round, so think like peak 2021, when in theory things were supposed to be really founder friendly, I had 18 target VCs that I done all this research on and stalked the GPs, and ultimately started and got through due diligence with 8. And the typical process, and I'll compare and contrast, because at the exact same time I was like, oh my gosh, if we could have Wes and Wade and the Eagle team lead this round, it could be way easier. But let me still go through the process and see if I get term sheets, just to kind of honor the as far as we'd gotten. The average VC, it took about 6 months of this painful, hot and cold, where they'd be super responsive and excited and then ask for a deluge of information. They'd then go dark for a month or two. I'd have to keep sending them little reminders. And at each stage, it was exhausting, confusing, opaque, and was completely contrasted by, at each stage in the process of due diligence with Eagle, it was genuinely value additive, which is what all the other VCs promise. But at each stage, it actually felt like, oh my gosh, y'all are going through diligence on Immerse, but this feels like high value consulting. I remember telling 2 of my co-founders, I think we should be paying them right now. This is so valuable. And I think it was because of y'all's process, but also, your heart for Immerse's success, regardless if you led the round. So I could continue on, whether it was how that process steered us towards 2 really crucial pivots as an organization just by going through due diligence. But ultimately, I think it really proved these VCs, we should be courting each other. If this is the expectation of no value add, lots of time and homework compared to Eagle, it made the final decision to have Eagle lead our round really, really obvious.
Well, it's so encouraging to hear. We do aspire to exactly that, to bring value, and it just warms my heart to hear that we're able to. And we're thankful you chose us. We're having a ton of fun running together.